What is AWS?
Amazon Web Services, AWS, is a comprehensive, secure, and scalable cloud computing platform provided by Amazon, offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally.
What are the main benefits of using AWS Cloud?
AWS provides benefits like agility, scalability, elasticity, global reach, pay-as-you-go pricing, security, and high reliability through its global infrastructure.
What is cloud computing?
Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing, instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers.
What are the three main cloud service models?
The models are Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS, for virtualized computing resources, Platform as a Service, PaaS, for development platforms, and Software as a Service, SaaS, for ready-to-use software applications.
What is an AWS region?
An AWS region is a geographic area consisting of multiple isolated availability zones, each with independent power, cooling, and networking to enhance fault tolerance.
What is an availability zone, AZ?
An availability zone is an isolated location within a region, comprising one or more data centers with redundant power, networking, and connectivity, designed for high availability.
What are AWS edge locations?
Edge locations are endpoints for AWS services like CloudFront and Route 53, used to cache content closer to users for low-latency delivery worldwide.
What is the AWS global infrastructure?
It includes regions, 54+, availability zones, 170+, and edge locations, 400+ globally, enabling low-latency access, data residency, and disaster recovery.
What is the AWS shared responsibility model?
AWS is responsible for the security of the cloud, infrastructure, hardware, software, while customers are responsible for security in the cloud, data, OS, applications, IAM.
What is an AWS account?
An AWS account is a unique identifier for billing and resource management. Multiple accounts can be organized under AWS organizations for governance.
What is AWS organizations?
AWS organizations help centrally manage policies across multiple AWS accounts with features like consolidated billing, service control policies, SCPs, and account grouping.
What is AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM?
IAM is a service for securely controlling access to AWS resources by creating users, groups, roles, and policies defining permissions.
What is an IAM user?
An IAM user is an identity for a person or application needing long-term access to AWS services, associated with credentials like access keys.
What is an IAM role?
An IAM role is a temporary identity assumed by users, services, or applications to gain permissions without long-term credentials.
What is an IAM policy?
An IAM policy is a JSON document defining permissions, allow/deny, for actions on AWS resources, attached to users, groups, or roles.
What is the principle of least privilege in IAM?
Grant only the permissions necessary for a user or role to perform their tasks, minimizing security risks from overprivileged access.
What is Amazon EC2?
Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud EC2 provides resizable virtual servers, instances, in the cloud for running applications with choice of OS, CPU, memory, storage, and networking.
What are EC2 instance types?
Instance types categorize EC2 instances by compute, memory, and networking capacity, such as general purpose, M5, compute optimized, C5, memory optimized, R5.
What is Amazon Machine Image, AMI?
An AMI is a template for launching EC2 instances, containing OS, application server, and data needed to create a ready-to-run instance.
What is Elastic Block Store, EBS?
Amazon EBS provides block-level storage volumes for EC2 instances, offering persistent, high-performance storage with snapshots for backups.
What is Amazon S3?
Amazon Simple Storage Service, S3, is object storage for internet-scale data with 99.999999999% durability, unlimited scalability, and features like versioning and lifecycle policies.
What are S3 storage classes?
Classes include S3 Standard, Frequent Access, Intelligent Tiering, Automatic, Glacier, Archival, and One Zone IA, Infrequent Single AZ, optimized for cost and access patterns.
What is Amazon VPC?
Virtual Private Cloud, VPC, lets you provision a logically isolated network section in AWS where you launch resources with control over IP ranges, subnets, routing, and gateways.
What is a subnet in VPC?
A subnet is a range of IP addresses in your VPC divided across availability zones for resource placement, with public or private types.
What is an Internet Gateway, IGW?
An Internet gateway connects your VPC to the Internet, enabling public subnets to communicate outbound and receive inbound traffic.
What is a NAT gateway?
Network Address Translation, NAT gateway, allows private subnet instances to access the Internet for updates while preventing inbound connections for security.
What is Elastic Load Balancing, ELB?
ELB automatically distributes incoming application traffic across multiple targets like EC2 instances for high availability and fault tolerance.
What are the types of ELB?
Types include Application Load Balancer, ALB, for HTTP/HTTPS, Network Load Balancer, NLB, for TCP/UDP/TLS, and Gateway Load Balancer, GWLB, for virtual appliances.
What is Amazon Route 53?
Route 53 is a scalable DNS web service providing domain registration, health checks, and traffic routing policies like latency-based or geolocation.
What is Amazon CloudFront?
CloudFront is a content delivery network, CDN, that speeds up distribution of static/dynamic web content by caching at edge locations globally.
What is AWS Lambda?
AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service running code in response to events without provisioning or managing servers, charged per use.
What is serverless computing?
Serverless lets developers build and run applications without managing infrastructure. AWS handles scaling, patching, and availability automatically.
What is Amazon ECS?
Elastic Container Service, ECS, manages Docker containers at scale, supporting Fargate, serverless, or EC2 launch types for orchestration.
What is Amazon EKS?
Elastic Kubernetes Service, EKS, runs Kubernetes clusters managed by AWS, simplifying operations with integration to VPC, IAM, and CloudWatch.
What is Amazon RDS?
Relational Database Service, RDS, manages relational databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, with automated backups, patching, and multi-AZ for HA.
What is Amazon DynamoDB?
DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database offering single-digit millisecond latency, infinite scalability, and global tables for multi-region replication.
What is Amazon ElastiCache?
ElastiCache is an in-memory data store supporting Redis or Memcached for caching to improve database performance and reduce load.
What is AWS CloudWatch?
CloudWatch monitors AWS resources and applications, collecting metrics, logs, and events with alarms, dashboards, and automated actions.
What is AWS CloudTrail?
CloudTrail records API calls and account activity for auditing, compliance, governance, and troubleshooting across AWS services.
What is Amazon SNS?
Simple Notification Service, SNS, is a pub/sub messaging service sending notifications via email, SMS, HTTP, or other protocols.
What is Amazon SQS?
Simple Queue Service, SQS, is a fully managed message queuing service decoupling microservices, workflows, and distributed systems.
What is AWS autoscaling?
Autoscaling automatically adjusts EC2 capacity based on demand, using scaling policies tied to CloudWatch metrics for cost optimization.
What is Elastic File System, EFS?
Amazon EFS provides scalable, shared file storage for EC2 instances with NFS protocol, accessible across AZs.
What is AWS Shield?
AWS Shield provides DDoS protection. Standard is automatic and free. Advanced offers enhanced mitigation with support.
What is AWS WAF?
Web Application Firewall, WAF, protects web apps from exploits like SQL injection and XSS using rules and rate limiting.
What is AWS KMS?
Key Management Service, KMS, creates and manages cryptographic keys for encrypting data across AWS services.
What are AWS pricing models?
Models include on-demand, pay-per-hour, reserved instances, discount for commitment, savings plans, flexible reservations, and spot instances, bid for spare capacity.
What is the AWS well-architected framework?
It provides best practices across 6 pillars: operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, sustainability.
What is AWS Cost Explorer?
Cost Explorer analyzes and visualizes AWS costs/trends with forecasts, recommendations, and RI purchase analysis for optimization.
What is AWS Support?
Support plans include basic, free, developer, business, and enterprise with varying response times, TAMs, and proactive services.
What is the AWS free tier?
Free tier offers limited free usage of 100+ services for 12 months or always free, ideal for learning and prototyping.